friends, I welcome you all in my show, The Opinion Platform. All of us know that 5 states in India had gone into election and assembly election results are out. In 5 states elections, BJP has succeeded in winning 3 assembly elections with huge majority, and Congress has managed to win a clear majority in Telangana and in Mizoram. If we see, then it could be said that directly ZPM, Zoram People's Movement Party, which has recorded a huge majority in Mizoram, is aligned towards Congress. And it could also be said previously the leader of ZPM was earlier the leader of the Congress party, who had left Congress, resigned from the Congress and made his own party, and which was expected that ZPM might win. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has openly said that Congress may be winning in most of the states. However, we know that Congress has clearly won only in one state, which is Telangana. So we have with us to discuss about Telangana assembly election result, where it is yet not clear after Congress winning its state that who is going to be the chief minister. We have with us Kalpana. She comes from Telangana only, southern Telangana she comes from. She is a student of MA in Center of Informal Sector and Labor Studies, and she has done her graduation from Ramjas College, a very prestigious college of Delhi University, a central university. We have to help her in a way to questions her if they will get also Praveen, who has completed recently his master from CHS, which is History Department, Center for Historical Studies. He has done his BA in History. Praveen has done his BA in History from Loyola College, Chennai, another one of the topmost graduate colleges of India. And the third member we have with us, Hitesh. He is also a student of MA in Center for Informal Sector and Labor Studies. He originally comes from Rajasthan. In Rajasthan also, Congress has lost and BJP has won with huge majority. But Hitesh has to say that since he's born and brought up in Maharashtra, so he's not that much, he does not have that much concern with Rajasthan election and assembly elections particularly. And these students happen to be largely centered around the economical development and informal sector and labor and everything. Well, keeping my introduction short, I'm coming directly to Kalpana. And first of all, I'll ask her that after you have taken admission in JNU, how do you feel in JNU?
Like,
are you enjoying in JNU?
no, not that much, because when I was in graduation, I came here. Few of my seniors were studying during that time. So when when I came that time, I saw like there are many seniors with whom I can talk. I should understand the society. There was a lot of curiosity in me. But once I came here, I found like there were no seniors asking me anything, or neither I was not getting any chance to meet people, because the centers were becoming very silent.
Okay.
Yeah, there was not very good interaction that was happening. Neither if अगर हम पूछने के लिए भी जाता है, फिर लोग बोलते हैं टेंशन मत लिया करो. So don't take tension. Like we just ask some questions like how do we study this or something. So there was always response like tension mat liya karo. So that was something so missing part for me, because labor studies is labor is something which we always keep it aside. Like so much we talk about politics, we talk about all the things, but labor is also a very essential thing, because we are having more than 95% of the working class who are completely indulged in the informal sector, and we don't talk about it. And in India, this center is very special that the JNU has established, because they started in 2010. Center, when did it start? 2013. In 2013 we got the center established. Till then there was nothing. And in whole India there is no center like Center for Informal Sector, something center which studies labor. So that's why I want special respect for this center. But the discussions were like bit missing. That's what I feel.
She had, in a way, it could be said that you had huge expectation from this department? Because India, see, from the perspective of job and public sector and private sector and formal sector and informal sector, so it's largely about informal sector. India has the huge informal sector,
Definitely.
right? And this is the field which should be thoroughly and minutely studied, examined.
Yeah.
So that way, of course, you are right. I agree with you totally that studying about people working in informal sector and doing hard labor to lead India among other global competitive field is very important. Whereas, do you somehow feel like, I'm simply asking with no, again, don't take tension kind of mode, do you feel that language is a barrier after you come to JNU? What stops you from mingling and mixing with students in JNU?
Yeah, definitely language is a barrier here. Like in the class, I have faced some issues where like we just some kind of platform, if you think like it's some like opinion based thing. So when we talk in English and tell that this is my view, they tend to just reject it side because ज़्यादा लोग हिंदी में बात करने वाली है, तो उसको लगता है this is our person. Someone, when I used to say in English, when I used to talk in a bit more audible voice, they claimed it like she was shouting in English.
Okay. So there's a clear misunderstanding.
Somewhere language is a little bit barrier, but not so much.
Not so much. Okay. So basically, I can read, since I come from North India, you come from South India, I come from Hindi speaking state Bihar. There also, if you see, students get afraid of those students who are fluent in English. So it might happen otherwise as well, as you are facing a little problem in establishing cordial relation, maybe in the classroom, maybe those Hindi speaking people too would be unnecessarily afraid of you. You want to mix with them, they would be thinking to mix with you, but language is somehow. Anyway, in India, we are cursed that way to face this problem. Coming back to Telangana, what did you think initially in Telangana? Who was going to win the election according to you? Forget the result. Why did you think and what did you think that everything was normal and KCR is going to win the election or lose the election? What was your previous thought?
Yeah, like I wanted KCR to win.
Okay.
But somewhere there was, I just understood that it was a very tough election this time because I wanted him to win, but it was very tough time in the election.
Okay, why would you want him to win? Like, some reasons.
Yeah, like when I grew up seeing KCR as our CM.
Okay.
From 10th class onwards, I grew up seeing him as CM in 2014. So being a child, like till 10th class, the problem in the Telangana states is that there is so much emphasis on English. There's so much emphasis on English. So we don't have that regionality of Telugu language or this is our Telangana, we need to be proud of something like that. We were not informed about the political understanding of the state or anything like that. But when he came as when the TRS won and we go
TRS initially,
it was TRS, Telangana Rashtra Samiti. When it came in 2014, that's when we started recognizing ourselves that we belong to this Telangana.
Okay.
We belong to this Telangana. This is our language. We do have some culture. Like the state now got bifurcated. So this all political knowledge started coming into our minds. We could feel that now this is somewhere our identity. Like, so because the TRS also emphasized on Telangana language, like they brought that slang thing, they brought the Telangana festivals to be celebrated. So we started feeling happy because being a human, what you need is some kind of identity. So that gave me the happiness which Telangana did, the TRS government was doing from 10th class, I've seen. And I come from a farmer's family, like I've seen in my village, like before how it was and how it is now.
How advanced is your village? I mean, is it very advanced or kind of it needs to develop? Kind of village-like. How is it?
My village is under submersion actually.
Okay.
It is submersion under Jurala project backwater. We are meant to be displaced.
Okay.
The village has to be displaced and rehabilitated, but the government is delaying it.
Okay.
So
okay.
that is the village. But otherwise, we have agricultural lands. Majority of the farmers there are farmers. Most of the population are farmers, and they are happy with the KCR government. So that is what is surprising me. Why did they not select him?
Okay. Okay. So basically, it can be said that it is also a matter of habit. If you grow up seeing any leader since long on the top position, somewhere you come to believe that that person is the eventual leader and should always be there. But suddenly one day he loses the election and the hearts of the people are broken. So how do you see, since you referred the 10th standard,
Yeah.
what was the discussion about the separation from Andhra Pradesh, as you emphasized, over the assertion of Telugu language? Andhra Pradesh too is a Telugu speaking state,
Yeah.
and you said that lot of emphasis is being laid on the expansion of English language. So somehow do you think English language is also a reason for Telangana people to get separated from Andhra?
No, not English language. But what I was meaning was that, because of the what you call, like in India we have Andhra Pradesh only, the like combined Andhra Pradesh, like major manufacturing of engineer students. Like the number of engineering colleges are huge.
Yeah,
there.
correct.
So because of this engineering colleges, the corporate education has started there.
Okay.
So because
right.
so to understand the engineering studies, definitely you need English. So with the English and to offer engineering colleges, corporates also came. So English with corporate education started. So all the parents what they started thinking is that we need to give education to our children in English.
Okay.
So that started emerging, like every village also somewhere you can see the private schools naming it as English medium. So emphasis on English got risen. Because of this, we could not feel that Telugu is our language, we must be proud of this. That was somewhere crisis.
Okay, which board you passed your matriculation from? Is it a state board, which is Telugu board,
Yeah.
or English board?
No, English.
CBSE?
Not
Or
CBSE.
what do you call it?
Telangana State Education.
Okay.
Education Board.
A state education board, but it all examinations are held in English.
Yeah.
Okay. Like in Bihar, what happens? That either you are from the state board. A state board would mean Hindi medium student, and if you are from ICSE board, CBSE board, and other boards, if they come, which has not yet come, so it would be non-Hindi. So in Telangana State Education Board also offer you the chance of studying all subjects in English, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I can take you as English medium trained students?
Yes.
Not Telugu mediums?
No.
Okay, that in itself is interesting, that most of the people, at least in North India, have this misunderstanding that a state education board would mean the education in their own language. Today you are saying that Telangana State Education Board is also done in English, is a surprising for me especially, and I think those viewers who would listen this interview, even for them it would be interesting to know. Well, what do you think, what issues made Congress win election in Telangana?
Mostly it's about unemployment.
Because you would have discussions at home as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mostly it's about unemployment. Okay. Like the youth were completely very much aggressive to the KCR government.
Okay.
Because the main demand for this aggression is that if I can tell my opinion likewise, when we were fighting for the bifurcation with Andhra Pradesh, we need separate statehood. employment was a very big demand.
Correct.
Like just like that, like Hamari Sarkar, Hamari.
My
Yeah.
state, my job, my government, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was always the allegations from the Telangana youth that, and also many Telangana political parties and all the civil societies and all, that our jobs are being dominated by Andhra people.
Mhm.
So so that's why we need our own government. We need our government. So that was a main thing, that all the students and all the youth, all the educated class, everyone, and even this all the government employees who were in every government sector, like revenue it can be, or the schools or anything. So all people, the educated, or especially the education institutions, the government office employees, everyone gathered for just like to have this government jobs. And somewhere this KCR government didn't take that aggression of the youth into the consideration, and they didn't declare this TSPC, the Telangana State Civil Services, and all this made them to feel aggressive. They conducted at the last moment in the peak times of the election is going to happen after 6 months. Before that they did, but twice they were not accountable and responsible to make it happen successfully. So that also made people to be very aggressive. Because what was the main thing is that when these people became part of the separate statehood, because of this demand that we should get employment, it was not happening in the new Telangana that they dreamt of.
Okay, the dream with which force they would have fought with Andhra for bifurcation of the state was not being realized.
It was not being realized. That's why this made a huge agitation in them. That why इसके लिए हमने लड़ाई किया, and why we are not able to have this right now. So here also there is an exclusion. So we should agitate towards this government. This grew very strongly in them.
It is very interesting for me because KCR a few months ago was campaigning across the state, across the country, and meeting with all chief ministers of all the states of India so that he could be projected, so-called the prime ministerial candidate. But you as an insider are revealing the truth that with the promises with which the formation of Telangana state was done, issues were addressed, not being addressed. Issues were and promises were not being fulfilled. Okay, when did you realize, or you did not even realize, that BRS, which later on became BRS from TRS, BRS is going to face the big defeat in this assembly election? Did you have any calculation? Any expected so?
Yes, it was there, like inside my heart, that something is going to happen. We cannot say, because what was the village people were saying is that despite we having the farmer schemes like Raitu Bandhu or Dalita Bandhu also was there, and electricity was there.
What Bandhu said before Dalit? Right Bandhu?
Raitu Bandhu.
Raitu, what is that?
It's a farmer scheme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raitu. Rayat Bandhu. Okay.
Yeah.
Raitu Bandhu. Okay, understood.
Yeah. So despite of having these schemes like pension system and all, Asara pension and all, we call it in Telugu. So having these, but what they were feeling is that okay, they are taking well care, but what about my child's future? So that was a big question. Like because yesterday I met one senior here in JNU. He was saying me that he is waiting for a notification of a government job, a lecturer job there. He was waiting for since 17 years.
Oh my God, he would have grown old.
Yeah. He's waiting for a notification for 17 years. So why they didn't fulfill? Like that was a major question. So this parents and all, they thought that if my child don't have future, we don't want this government.
Okay, this new leader who is being given the credit of taking the Congress ship to the shore of the government to grab the power, Revant Reddy. Have you heard this name before?
I heard.
How popular was he earlier?
he was popular among the youth because
Okay.
definitely he was in the opposition party. So the opposition party will always questions the government. So he was questioning the government. So that's how he could gain the youth attention.
Okay.
He's also considered the youth icon leader like that.
So did you ever expect that he could one day become, at least so soon become, going at least to be the chief minister if he's declared so of your state?
I didn't expect because what KCR was doing, he had a very long vision. Like at least I feel that he wanted to be for 20 years, but minimum he was expecting to be for 15 years. He was having a very long term goal. So that's why only he was considering so much the rural development. And as well his son KTR was in the IT ministry. He was considering the urban development as well. They were having a very long term goal. So I didn't think that this shift would happen. I was thinking, but then the agitation grew so strong and the government fallen.
Okay, how much the debate around caste happen in your state, or it normally happens in the Telangana? You mentioned Dalit Bandhu and Rayatu Bandhu. So Rayatu, I could guess you told as farmers' brothers. What about Dalit Bandhus? Was KCR not able to influence and bring change into the life of Dalits?
No, he was taking the attention of them as well. But when this Bahujan Samaj Party also this time contested in elections.
Okay.
Like we have the leader of Bahujan Samaj Party, R.S. Praveen Kumar.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Did he win or lose?
He lost.
He lost. Okay.
So he was coming up with this that he was also against the government, KCR government, saying that Dalit Bandhu, the scheme was that every household would get 10 lakh. So economic upliftment
Okay.
of the beneficiaries who are majorly Dalits, so that they would enjoy the social benefits or whatever they wanted to do. But from the Bahujan Samaj Party, the critic was that always the upper caste politics are in this manner, that they just want to give some money and make them to vote for you.
Okay.
They are not giving you the voice for the political recognition.
Not giving you the political right, but the political bribe.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So that was a critic.
Of R.S. Praveen Kumar, of Baspa's critic to KCR's government.
Yes.
Okay. KCR was a Brahmin, is a Brahmin, right?
I don't think so he's a Brahmin, but he's from Velama community.
What is that community?
The Velama community is mostly about agrarian community only.
Okay.
That's why he could associate himself so closely with farmers, always telling that I am also a farmer.
Okay. And so now it has been, because as far as the discussion which largely was happening in North India, that KCR is a Brahmin leader, and somehow this discussion,
I don't know whether this Velama community is also a Brahmin community.
Okay.
But what do I know is that Velama community mostly engages with agriculture.
okay.
That's what I
But
know.
Revant Reddy is completely from farmers community, no? Reddy is a farmer community.
Yeah, Reddy is a farmers community, but now I don't know whether Revant Reddy family has the roots with agriculture.
Okay. So basically, you are shocked to see the defeat of the KCR.
Yeah.
You think because you have grown up with this recent history of bifurcation of the state,
Yeah.
where KCR had shown the people of Telangana a long vision, a big dream of development and growth, and my state, my rights.
Yeah.
But over the years, in a span of 10 years, all his projects appear at least to be failing, and that led to the emergence of a strong voice of youth leader like Revant Reddy. Now, you have just before this interview shared this information about your background with me, that you are yourself a Reddy. You are a Reddy. So how do you think that, is it not a matter of happiness for you that a Reddy is going to be the chief minister?
that doesn't matter to me, like whether it's Reddy or Velama or someone else also equally, because that is what I even was critic for KCR government, that Telangana, the dream for Telangana was not only about development, it was about inclusivity, it was about political representation, it was about all of these things. So I don't consider Reddy winning is a happiness for me. Like, but I'm still happy that what I feel happy is about that people decided that we want to throw this government and make them to sit in opposition, and they did it.
Okay.
That's what I feel the beauty of democracy is. When you want to show to the present government that we are not happy with you, they took the decision. So I feel it's to be celebrated because of the people's decision that they wanted to throw it, so they threw it.
Correct. KCR's daughter was actually framed into multiple corruption charges. The recent corruption charge under which Kavita, the daughter of KCR, was questioned and was being interrogated by central agencies was Delhi excise policy, which is the scheme under which so many new shops or the licenses to liquor shops were given, and Kavita has been framed as per the reports have claimed. So how much do you think the reporting of Kavita being framed under corruption charges would have cost to lose this government to KCR?
I don't think so, KCR.
Kavita issue was not an issue in Telangana election?
I don't think it affected so much, but it might be to some extent. But Kavita was in MLC, Member of Legislative Council.
Correct.
Only. She was not MLA. I don't know.
Okay, it means the way it was popularized in this side, in northern parts of India, that KCR government is involved into multiple corrupt practices because the daughter of the chief minister herself is involved into it, may not work in Telangana election, would not have affected.
But this is from the opposition voice.
Okay.
That always like KCR family has looted so much.
Okay.
The
Okay.
KCRs, they are involving into the family politics. Like his son is a KTR, the working president of the BRS now, and his daughter is doing all the malpractices. That is there that KCR family was looting. That's what the voice was from BRS. Then what is a Congress party history?
Okay.
You're always saying.
Now you are speaking.
Yeah. So what is a Congress party history then?
What has Congress party done for so long?
And even they are indulged in the family politics. No, who is Rahul Gandhi or who is Priyanka Gandhi? They are just coming and campaigning.
Gandhis and Gandhis.
So that was also the voice from the BRS, because we didn't elect. I just didn't select KTR, just KT Rama Rao, just to be in the cabinet. He was elected democratically by the people.
Okay.
So there is no involvement of me just being the CM. I just took him. That was the voice from the KCR all the time whenever he was questioned about the family politics.
Correct. Anything else you would like to say about, what do you hope is going to change after the formation of this new Congress government? What is your take on the Congress government?
What I expect from the Congress is that from labor studies, so I'm so much concerned about the education. I'm concerned about the working class, like the farmers or the workers, like because KCR government was promoting so many things in the rural development, like even the shepherd community, they were getting lot of sheep free from the government.
Okay.
He was concerning so much about the rural economy. Okay. Even you take it the fishermen, take it the carpenters, take it the weavers community. So to all these communities, he was giving a kind of economic support. So I expect the Congress government should keep doing that, and even if there are any malpractices, like if the beneficiary is not getting benefited, the Congress should fulfill that. From the rural economy, I feel that. And apart from that, the government jobs notifications and all this, they have to declare it and conduct the exams in a very peaceful manner.
Off the camera, before starting of this interview, you were saying that you were fed up being ruled by Reddys and Reddys and Reddys when you were one state with Andhra Pradesh. What is your response? Again, a Reddys coming to rule the state.
This is what the Congress government, Congress party this time, just they arrived 1 month or 2 months before the election.
Okay.
Till then they were not being anywhere.
Okay, they were nowhere at all.
Nowhere at all. Just sometimes because of the media influence, we were used to see some critics to the present government. They weren't there. Even they weren't unable to declare who are their MLA candidates before 1 month of the election. It took them 1 month, long time to declare who are MLA candidates. Because there was such a rivalry. For one constituency, 7-8 people want to contest from the Congress party. So, yeah, what was the question you asked?
The question was that you had, off the record, said that when Telangana was with Andhra Pradesh, it was again Congress regime, and after getting fed up with their system itself, Telangana was separated.
Yeah.
That we want our state,
yes,
because our needs were not catered.
Yeah,
to.
so that's
again
what,
that Congress is coming.
That's what. So what I was saying, that one constituency, 6-7 candidates fighting, was that the caste politics was involved.
Caste politics.
Yeah.
Now you are speaking like a North Indian person. That was my question that you skipped in the middle. You said that there's not much talk about it. How much caste politics influences Telangana?
Can I
See,
add
that's
to-
why.
Of course.
Yeah, I will add to the question.
After this.
In our constituency, I come from the Maktal constituency. So there, from BRS government, it was Reddy. He was ruling from the 10 years. So as he was a Reddy, and he was again coming third consecutive year, he was contesting. So in the Congress party, they put BC person.
Okay.
So they didn't give for Reddy, because it was like direct question that we don't want Reddy again, we want the BC representation. So, and they won't. So
Okay.
they took caste into the consideration. That's what I mean.
Okay. Caste politics does happen
It definitely happens.
everywhere. In India, one cannot escape the identity, caste identity, or its challenges or risks or anything. You sometime get benefited by it, sometimes get cornered because of your caste identity. Can I have the mic? He wants to ask.
So,
We'll work from it.
yeah, my question is.
Praveen has a question to Kalpana. Yes.
Yeah, my question is, what is the population proportion of SC/STs in Telangana?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just need
She would not be able to tell because she has said no. Exactly, you can't tell, right?
Yeah, exactly. I can't.
Okay, exact data she does
Okay.
not have.
But if you ask me the question something, I'll try to tell.
Okay, like
Another question, frame in a different way.
Yeah, why didn't KCR form an alliance with BSP?
Okay, yeah, that's a question. If KCR was so much interested in
Yeah.
Dalit Bandhus, he should have formed an alliance with the BSP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that is there. But it just be Bahujan Samaj Party just started coming just before 2 years. Like since 2 years only it's there.
Okay.
It just started. They're still building up their party only. So maybe
Okay.
that is also the reason the new emergence it was there. So he didn't consider.
Still,
He
if
didn't consider to form an alliance.
still if a new party which is aligned towards Bahujan representation, if a party is coming there, then don't you think?
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like you are saying that BSP is now emerging since 2 years. You are saying. So if a party which is aligned towards the welfare of Bahujans, it's emerging in Telangana, don't you think KCR should have made an alliance with them? We would have sheltered them, and of alliance it wouldn't have hurt KCR.
Yeah,
right?
it would have gained.
Alliance means what do you mean? Support?
No.
Electoral
Sharing,
alliance.
Electoral.
Alliance,
sharing
yeah.
seats.
They didn't get any seat in the electoral election right now. Whatever happened.
Still, that would have created image for
But
KCR.
that's what he was fighting single-handedly. That
Okay.
he was expecting hat-trick in the single-handedly in the election.
Oh, you said that it is a mistake of the RS Praveen Kumar himself.
No,
Are you
no,
saying
no,
this?
no, no. I'm
Or
not saying.
KCR's single-handedly.
He was not keeping alliance with any political party.
Okay. Like alliance was not being considered by KCR
Yes,
with
yes.
any party.
With any
So
party.
BSP is no exception.
Yes,
It is
yes.
not the question that KCR would have made an alliance with some other party and left BSP alone.
Yes, yes.
Basically, KCR refused to go into alliance
Yes,
with
yes,
any
yes.
party. He became the victim of the overconfidence. We must say.
I don't know.
Huh.
They believed that we did the work, so people would elect us.
Okay, since this interview had gone for a little longer, I suppose. Any more questions
Yeah.
you want to ask?
Yeah.
You want more? Yeah.
Yeah, one more, last
Ha,
question.
please.
So, when it comes to electoral politics, major strategy for major parties is to create a common enemy and as well as form an ideological framework.
Yeah.
So, why didn't KCR, BRS, they didn't form an opponent? They should
Okay.
have formed an opponent
Like Congress clearly
Yeah.
had an opponent to oppose.
Yeah, for
KCR
example-
didn't have one.
for example, DMK, they strongly oppose BJP and communal Hindutva politics. So why didn't KCR form such an opposition for himself? And why didn't he have a framework of ideological? For
Okay, I
example,
will reframe his question. His question is that in politics, it's very important to find to identify your enemy than your friend.
Yeah.
In DMK, since Praveen comes from Tamil Nadu, DMK clearly identifies the enemy, political opposition in AIDMK and BJP. Was KCR able to identify any enemy? Because after Telangana was formed as an independent state, KCR is ruling, is the first chief minister.
Yes.
So he lacked somehow to identify any political opponent, because political opponent had enemy in KCR, which is BRS. BRS did not have anybody to oppose, so it lost simply. What do you say?
I say that common enemy, what the Telangana Rashtra Samiti was there, and then it became
BRS, Bharat
Bharat
Rashtra.
Rashtra Samiti as well. So what was the take on the political leaders there was that they were telling our enemy is Congress and BJP only. Because
Were they saying it?
yeah.
But Congress succeeded in establishing BRS as the BJP B team of BJP.
B team. Yeah.
B team of BJP.
Which
How did
BRS
BRS was branded by Congress as the B team of BJP, but KCR could not, somehow failed to counter this.
they did counter, but the main what was the take of BRS, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti was that we need to enter into national politics, because since India is always having Congress and BJP only, they don't want any other party coming from the south to emerge as a national party.
Okay.
So why can't we emerge? We tend to contest in Maharashtra, or why can't we enlarge our politics? That's what the BRS aim was.
Okay.
That's when it went to BRS, Bharat
Rashtra
Samiti.
Samiti.
They wanted to expand beyond Telangana. So, and as well, as he was asking who is his enemy was Congress and BJP. Because he was saying that from KTR recent interview was saying that they only expect Congress and BJP only to emerge as national politics. They don't give any space for others.
Okay. I am convinced by this of your answer. Yeah, Hitesh, he'll have to come this side.
Yeah.
Hitesh comes from Rajasthan originally, but trained in Maharashtra. He'll ask a question. Yeah, Hitesh.
Yeah, I have a question to Kalpana. that see, one of the setback, as you told, for BRS was and Congress took as its very important point was about unemployment. Like employment was not given to the youth. Okay, so okay, that is fine. But after the elections came, as I read in the newspaper, it was one of the strong point for Congress. But there was also mood for change. One point, that people had a mood for change of the government, and another was like there was somewhere like anger against BRS, anger. So how can you tell, or can you explain, like why there was a this change, like mood for a change of the government, and how did did Congress government played a role having hatred or anger against BRS? Did it played a role to spread it among people?
Anger and mood for change. How did BRS respond to this?
Anger and mood for change.
Because if you rule for 10 years, there's going to be anti-incumbency against your government. So mood for change, and he said the anger, because promises, tall promises, KCR would have made after the formation of Telangana. What happened of those promises?
Anger, I cannot say like so much, because from the rural population, like suppose let's say like a village, like can I talk?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like let's say the village has population of 500 people. 450 people were getting all the benefits. Like we are the leading state after KCR coming. We have huge welfare schemes. Like if I talk about that, it will take a lot of time. We have so many very good welfare schemes. 450 people, suppose let's say 500 population, 450 people got the welfare schemes, and in that 50 people didn't get. Maybe suppose let's say like 50 people didn't get the thing, and it is just going to get resolved, or it's in the process to get resolved. These 50 people were the strong point for the Congress to catch.
Okay.
50 को नहीं मिला, कल आपको भी नहीं मिलेगा. This is what KCR will do.
Okay.
So that is how these 50 people started talking to others, spreading this. That आपको भी कुछ नहीं मिला था, उसको हो गई, हमको नहीं हुआ है. It made the differences among the people.
Okay.
उसको मिला है, हमको नहीं मिला है. So who are we? Who are the 50 people now who are not getting? SCs or STs or OBCs. So they are getting, we are not getting. It also created the differences among the people and anger. The BRS was promising that we would make sure everyone would get. It would take some time, but unfortunately it led to the reverse back.
I mean the defeat of the BRS. It was a very elaborate discussion, very fine discussion. It's very surprising for me that a young bright scholar like Kalpana could respond to all my questions so passionately, so sincerely, and side by side expressing the kind of solidarity with the KCR's politics and BRS, which is largely unprecedented, because she has witnessed that from her childhood. She has felt somehow that KCR has always been standing for the people, for their welfare, and so many welfareist schemes have been running in the state. Despite all these things, Congress could manage to make a wave against BRS and wave in their own favor. So the way Congress has got the clear majority in Telangana can be said as a Congress wave, right? So it is the best of all, in my opinion, that at least in Telangana, unlike North Indian states, the debate was happening around development and growth. But in our North India, unfortunately, elections are being fought for last almost 1 decade from the time Modi ji has come to the center as a Prime Minister, around Ram Temple, Mandir banwa denge, Masjid tudwa denge, and Hindu Rashtra banega, Khand Rashtra will be given, and constitution will be Hindu constitutions, and so on and so forth. Well, I really thank Kalpana and Hitesh and Praveen. I thank all of you that you gave your precious time to me, my channel, The Opinion Platform. This discussion will soon be uploaded, and all of you can watch and can understand the desperation of youth who are educated, who are looking for jobs, and who have a vision of growth of their state. This is at least how I see Telangana people's aspiration through the eyes of Kalpana and her expectation. Thank you very much, Kalpana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh.
Thank
Thank you, Praveen. Thank you very much.